What's going on, guys? I'm just making another video. So I actually made one of these the other day. I'm doing the Fantasy RLCS. Basically, it's like fantasy football, if you know what that is. You build a team of players, and then the better they do, like in their games, you win points based off of that. And yeah, so pretty much that's how that goes. Um, Currently, I am in Elevate League. I'll show you their league here. Um, Currently, there's $11 to first place, and there's I believe 10 keys as well for first place. And so week one just passed. Today's Tuesday. Um, as you see, I'm in third place. Okay, that's obviously not good, but there are 22 teams here, and I definitely could be at the bottom. Uh, um, so here's something that I noticed. Actually, originally I was second place, um, but that's because I forgot all about this. That South America was introduced into the RLCS this season. So if we sorry, hold on. Anyways, yeah, I'm third. I forgot South America was introduced into RLCS. So that's where all these players come from, are the South American players and the um, what's it called, Oceania players. Obviously, I know Oceania is a good team as well, but or a good region. But this is Sam's first time, and I completely spaced that they were introduced. Even still, I don't know if I would have picked anyone just because I really don't follow South American Rocket League esports. But I definitely need to because that's the difference here on the scoreboard. If I show you or I could show you team leaderboard here. Just kidding. I have to go to league first. Oh, so originally, like I said, I was second place. But that's because the South American scores didn't get put in until I don't know, a day, maybe a day later. But yeah. So I was second. Vertoba. I don't know where he was. He wasn't top three because this guy and me were first and second, and it was only see, what is this, a 35 point gap. That's literally nothing. So I'm like, well, I could easily be first. And then they put in the South American scores on the website, and this dude came in and passed us by a lot. So that's definitely not good. And so I'm making a video right now because I need to change my team up. I have all my players lined up here. This is how they did in week one, their performance. So what originally went through my mind when I was making this team, I'm like, all right, I need to have. Sorry about that. I need to have three decent, three carries, right, and then three, decent players that are just cheap, because I mean we have a $10,000 budget, and they're ranked over here. As the list goes down, you can sort it by team and stuff. So these were my three expensive players, right? I chose K-Dop, Squishy Muffins, Justin. And then for the cheap players that I thought would do well, I picked Metanoris, Rizzo, and a lot. So we'll start off, we'll just go left to right. K-Dop, Vitality. If we look at Vitality, I saw they were up against PSG for week one. And honestly, I thought it was going to be a sweep. But congrats on PSG for taking a game off of Vitality. But yeah, I thought Vitality would dominate, and I mean they kind of did. It went 3-1. It was a good series, but overall, I'm not sad about how K-Dot played. The only thing that bothers me about K-Dot is how expensive he is. He's $2,025. That's a fifth of my budget. and there's 6 player spots, so he's expensive. he's one of the most expensive players. Let's see, he's 1, 2, 3. Ignore turtle here. That's a joke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh wait, yeah. So he's the 10th most expensive player. I forgot it doesn't show here if he's on your team. So that's pretty crazy. And he got 629 points. That's decent. Again, also the points. If I really quick, if I show you the player leaderboard here, you'll see K-Dop got 610. But if you look back at, oh yeah, if you look here, he actually got 629. That's because I put K-Dop as a defender. I don't really know why. I wasn't really sure who to do in all these positions. Yeah. Oh yeah. The order's also messed up. I didn't have these like this. I had, I had a lot as. I don't know what, I forgot what I had a lot as, but Justin was my other defender, or attacker. It's messed up because I was changing it around as I was trying to build a new team, but whatever. Okay. That's not important anymore. Okay, so next up we had Squishy. Squishy's also really expensive, $1,925, and he got 511 points. Really, that's pretty interesting because Squishy Muffins just won a world championship, right? Dignitas, who'd won, what is it? Their roster won 2 world championships in a row, right? And then Cloud9 just came in and dominated them to take the world championship. I thought Cloud9 was going to be really good in this next season. Squishy Muffins right off the bat, 500 points. What is this? He's easily like worse than half of my team. Well, I guess he's like the or he's not. That's right. Yeah. He's the worst half of my team because Justin, K-Dop, and Alot all have more. And if you look at Alot's points, Alot is like $700 cheaper than Squishy, and he got 150 more points. Like, Squishy? So, I definitely have a feeling I'm going to need to swap Squishy here. That's what I'm going to be doing in this video. I'm going to be switching up my team for week 2 based on, the matches and how I think everyone's going to do. Justin, 1850, again, also pretty, oh, it does show what I have. The K-Dop's mid, defender, so he gets double points if he gets assists and stuff. And then attacking, double points for goals, defending, double points if he gets a goal. So Justin, 732 points, he's 1850. That is really solid, okay? He is a bit on the expensive side, but if he's racking up 732 points, I really don't care, because that's a ton of points. He got 682. And he got 732 for me. So that's 50 extra points because... so I believe what these are is what it would be if you put him in attack, midfield, and defending. I guess I could have put him in as a defender. It's really only a 6-point difference. It doesn't matter. But he got me an extra 50 points by me putting him in the attack position. He's number 5 on the leaderboard after week 1 in points. So definitely really solid pick, actually. If anybody else is doing this, obviously, you should probably pick up Justin. If we take a look at really quick Justin's week 2, they're going to go up against Splice Esports. They got swept by Cloud9. And I generally think of NRG as right there with Cloud9, but I don't know. You never know, right? So I think NRG could sweep Splice. It does surprise me that Splice beat Ghost, but at the same time it doesn't. Ghost really sucked last week. They lost 1-3 against NRG. They beat Ghost. Or yeah, I thought Ghost would have stepped it up, and they just didn't. So I really don't see myself ever picking a Ghost player on my team. Sorry to say it. Uh, but I definitely think NRG is going to do good things against Splice, and I'm going to be definitely keeping Justin on my team. And then we had Metsanoris. He's on TSM, right? TSM just came into Rocket League. This is their first season having a team. And Metsanoris is a pretty solid player. It actually shocked me to see how cheap he was. So I'm like, yo, that's actually a steal. I should probably pick him up. And he did the worst out of anybody else on my team. Huge mistake. I need to get rid of Metsanoris. But at the same time, he's on TSM. I don't know how to feel about that because TSM, formerly Weedem Girls, Orgless, they did so good. They did good constantly. And then here in League Play, they just sucked under TSM. So my thoughts are I need to get rid of Metsanoris, but it's not necessarily a priority to get rid of Metsanoris. Even though he's the lowest point producer on my team for Week 1, I think I can give him another chance. If we look at EU here, they 3-1 lmao Esports. And, well, I mean, that makes sense. It really does. So, if anything, I would have thought it might be a 3-2, but they got 3-1. That's pretty good. But I really did expect more from Metsanoris. And, you know, the rest of TSM didn't get too much points either. If we look at who else is on TSM, it's I really can't tell you. I don't know. I'm looking through the names trying to think if any of them are on TSM. They're not. So that's definitely something pretty shady. Oh yeah, it's iGnite and okay, I actually can't believe I'm having to check their roster. iGnite and Remco, yeah, they're nowhere here, like anywhere. So yeah, see iGnite 39. Where's Remco? 48. And then Metsanoris 54. Like, they're terrible. The best one on their team was iGnite at 39. Okay. But they got 3-1 in their series. I don't know, just overall not too good. I didn't actually see those games, that series. So I really don't know what's up with that. But Metsanoris got no points. And that's annoying. Rizzo, okay, I'm thinking here G2 is going to do really good with Chicago because Chicago just left Evil Geniuses to go to G2. I'm thinking G2 is going to do really good. Okay, Granovi just left, right? And Chicago came. And Chicago's insane. He didn't say it on Evil Geniuses. So I'm thinking he's going to do, G2 is going to start popping off here. Yeah, that's actually not the case. Chicago, he actually got number 3 on the leaderboard after week 1. That's really, really strong, and I need to pick up Chicago, I feel. But I went with Rizzo because Chicago is more expensive than Rizzo, and I couldn't afford him while keeping these 3 main picks. So I just kind of went with Rizzo. Rizzo, again, did nothing, so I don't want to keep Rizzo. I'm probably going to get rid of him. And then last we have a lot. 1250 mid, 664 points. So I guess this probably might surprise a lot of people because a lot was placed 7th place on week 1. Even though they lost, where is it? 1-3 to TSM, but they beat Triple Trouble 3-1. So I think a lot of people underrate Mouse Esports. Like it's a lot. Tigray and Alex. I think so many people underestimate them. And honestly, I did too. I picked a lot because if we go back to this list here, So I was just looking at the bottom, like who's cheap that I can just pick up. So I could have picked Alex, Tadpole, or a lot. Those were my three choices. Alex doesn't really impress me, but he ended up doing decent. Tadpole, they lost to Mouse. They beat the Bricks. How on earth did that happen? Okay, the Bricks are Mystic, Cookser, and Speed. They just won WSOE Las Vegas. Whoa, they beat the Bricks, but they lose to Mouse Esports. What is that? This roster, the Bricks, they were formerly Flipside Tactics before Flipside, dropped out of Rocket League. I don't get how that happened. Like, the Bricks is a solid roster. I would never pick the Bricks over Triple. I mean, I would never pick Triple Trouble, which is Ronicky, Tadpole, Casio. I'd never pick them over the Bricks ever, no matter what. Like, that just doesn't seem possible. And they lost to Mouse Esports? Like, what is going on? So, I don't know. For Mouse Esports to come in and beat Triple Trouble like that, definitely got a lot of points. As well as I am a huge A Lot fan. I have been for a while now. And it surprised me to see him so low down there on the price. I'm like, wow, A Lot's like all the way down here. He's actually insane. And yeah, he did really good. Very happy I picked him up. So now, with that being said, like all that, how my week one went, I got third. I'm super close to second. I could easily probably take that next week if I pick some good players to replace. First place, I could maybe take that, honestly. I just gotta be careful with my roster moves. I just gotta do this smart, okay? So if you have any suggestions, if you're into Rocket League Esports, definitely go in the comments and tell me how you think my team is at the end of this video, because I'm interested to see other people's opinions. But obviously I probably won't get any comments anyway, but that's okay. I got third on my own. I got third place. There's 5 weeks, so I have 4 more weeks to secure that number 1 spot. Obviously, the prize okay, it's set at 10 keys. That's not going to go up, but the prize pool is still going up. So it's at $11 right now, and that will continue to go up until Fantasy League is over. So I'm looking to make some money off of this. Yeah. Okay. So first up, I'll start with a lot here. I can actually show you. Yeah, it also shows you the goals, assists, the saves, the shots, and their scores in the matches for each player. So I'm just going to show you a lot. Really, the other players don't matter much. Look at a lot's goals. He got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 goals. And I put him as a mid. So that gives him double points for assists. 4 assists. So if I would have put him at, attacker, he would have got, like, I don't know, whatever the bonus was for assists, he would have got, like, more than double that for having the goals. And the saves, too. He got 5 here in this game 1, and 12. So 5 and 12. That's 17. 17 bonus saves added to points. A lot could have been a beast. I actually want to see what it would have been. He actually would have been more beneficial for goals. I guess goals are weighted more than saves. I'm not sure how the calculations go. But he ended up getting me the least amount of points he possibly could. I should have put him at an attacker. And right off the bat, I did set him as an attacker here. So, a lot. He's probably going to stay on my roster the entire fantasy season. I just don't see a lot really failing. Especially for his price. There's no better picks for someone that cheap, honestly. Then Rizzo. Rizzo really disappointed me, and I do want to get rid of Rizzo. But, okay, so the thing is, you only get 2 transfers per week. And that's terrible. That is really horrible. How could they do that? Metsonoris also disappointed me. I want to get rid of Metsonoris as well. K-Dop did alright. Justin did really good. And I can't decide about Squishy. I am disappointed in Squishy for not getting me more points, but I guess that's fine. Especially for being worth that much, he definitely needs to be getting me more points. So, I've been going through the stuff, and I kind of want to re-look at this now that I have a website, because I was doing this on my phone during class, and it was like, I don't know, a few hours ago, like 4, 5, 6 hours ago that I was in school. But basically, I wrote down some people that I thought I should replace with other people, and, I kind of want to look at it again now that I have all these tabs open, looking at how this goes. So, let's look. I want to try to get as many players in the top 10 as I can, okay? So I already have a lot, and I already have K-Dop, and I already have Justin. That's pretty solid. 3 people I picked ended up in the top 10 after week 1. I'm actually kind of happy about that. I don't know who picked Math. Nobody should have picked Math because he's a random. But if you picked Math, a South American player, and you put him in an attacking position, he's 1,000 points. That's double Squishy Muffins. That's double Squishy Muffins. How does that happen? That is an excellent question. Even if you didn't put him in attack, either way, he would have gotten 900 points, which is 200 points more than Corrupted G got. Like, whoa, what? So Math, I looked into Math, okay? He's on Erodium Esports. I don't know if it's called Esports. He's on Erodium. Yeah, it's CAIOTG1, Math, and Vault. And if we look back at this, the CIAO guy is... Wait, no, I must have passed him. Like, wait. Oh yeah, he's 4th. So two people off of Erodium, this like brand new South American team, they're 1st and 4th. Whoa. And then who's the last guy? His name was Vault. Look where Vault's at. Oh, for a second I thought he was good. I must have forgot from earlier that he wasn't. But he's 44. But either way, that's 2 people off this new South American team that are top 5. And the number 1 player, he's ahead by 200 points. Number 2, like, whoa. All right. That's pretty incredible. I'm picking up Math right now. Now, the problem is, if you look at Math, look at his price. He's $2,100. Who has the money for that? I don't. I have $50, right, that I could still spend. That means I have to make... I have to sell players worth an amount to $2,050. K-Dop. Why can't K-Dop be worth 25 more? I have to get rid of K-Dop and somebody else to be able to afford Math. Is that worth it? I can't decide. Or if I do want to drop, I could probably drop Squishy, and I'd have to drop Metsonoris for somebody down here, probably Tadpole. I really don't want to pick Tadpole. So what I'm gonna look to try and do is get rid of Metsonoris and Rizzo for a cheaper, slightly cheaper, and get rid of K-Dop. But the problem is, I don't know what to do about that, because if we look at K-Dop, he's on Vitality. He's playing 2 times this week, and that's obviously good. But their matchups seem so hard this week. They're playing against FCB and Dignitas. Dignitas won 2 world championships in a row, and their 3rd player on Dignitas actually went to Vitality, so that's going to be an interesting game. But still, Dignitas has 2 world championships winners, and Vitality has 1. As well as Dignitas lost 1-3 to FCB. And FCB's going to be playing Vitality. I don't trust that. I really don't trust that. I also don't trust the fact that Dignitas is up against Vitality. I don't think Vitality is going to beat Dignitas. Because if you look at it, Fairy Peak, Scrub Killa, K-Dop, Violent Panda, Turbo Pulse, Yukio. Dignitas is looking pretty strong. Yukio was definitely a really good replacement for K-Dop. As far as Fairy Peak and Scrub Killa go, I don't think, they're that level. They're not Violent Panda, Turbo Pulse level. I don't think they can keep up really. So I don't know how to feel about Vitality in week 2. I think I am going to end up having to drop K-Dop. And so I'll probably drop K-Dop, okay? Squishy, not impressed at all. I was really expecting more. I'm disappointed. I'm keeping Justin and a lot for sure, okay? I can guarantee that. So it's these 4 that I'm looking to swap. K-Dop, definitely, because he's just worth too much, and I don't see any potential in week 2 for him, so that's going to be a drop. Squishy, he's overpriced, and he's not getting me enough points. Rizzo, and Metsunoris, they're cheap, they're not getting me enough points. So I'm going to look at how Cloud9, G2, and TSM are going to do. So we'll first look at G2 and Cloud9. G2 is going to go up against Rogue. Rogue lost 3-2 to EG. I don't know. I definitely think EG should beat Rogue. That makes sense. But for Rogue to go against G2, especially when Space Station Gaming was so close to G2, and the fact that Rogue was so close to EG, I don't know how to feel. But G2, actually Kronovi, who was with them for so long, I think it was one of the longest standing esports rosters in Rocket League, Kronovi left over and went to Rogue. Imagine that. So they're playing. That'll be kind of a heartbreaking match, just because of the long chemistry they all had together. And G2's also playing Evil Geniuses. Evil Geniuses beat G2 when they had Kronovi, but now G2 has Chicago, but EG has Drippe. That's actually insane. So they both have different rosters from when they played last, and it's really an impossible pick. But I'm also gonna have to say EG just looks stronger with Drippe. Drippe is doing really good with Corrupted G and Classics. So I don't have G2 winning this game, but I probably do have G2 winning this game. It'll probably go 3-2. Yeah. I don't see much potential in G2 this week. But also coming up, we have EG. But dude, I also want to look at EG because EG is the other team playing twice this week. EG's my favorite team, by the way. They're playing Space Station Gaming and G2. So if G2 can beat Space Station, and I think EG can beat G2, I think EG is definitely taking this game. Space Station doesn't strike me as too strong of a team anyways at this point. I'm surprised they got 2 games off of G2. And I think EG can probably beat G2. Corrupted G, who is on EG, he's second place right now. And so is Drippe. Drippe is on EG as well. That's 2 players from EG in top 10 after week 1. And I think EG is going to win both of their games in week 2. So, I don't know. Originally, what I thought, based on what I wrote down in class earlier, I switched K-Dop for Math, and I switched Squishy Muffins for Gimmick. And if we take a look at Cloud9, they're playing Ghost. They're definitely sweeping Ghost. I'm sorry. There's no other way to say it. Ghost looks so sad this season. The Ghost has always looked terrible to me. And I really feel bad for Ghost. Like Lethamyr. Well, okay, hold on. Memory and Alishin, like Memory and Lethamyr, they're both insane. Alishin's insane. But they just, I don't know. Alishin's new to Ghost. That could, I don't know. But Alishan's old team isn't in RLCS anymore. He was on Allegiance last season. They came in last season, and their team they couldn't stay in it because they didn't do good. And then Alishan comes and replaces somebody off Ghost. I can't remember who, but Ghost just looks super bad, like super bad. Like I can't believe they lost to Splice. That's sad. That really is sad. The fact that they lost to NRG doesn't surprise me at all. If you pick Ghost to win over NRG, I don't know what kind of drugs you're on. But for Ghost to lose to Splice like that, ugh. And especially when Cloud9 is way better than Rogue. What am I saying? Especially when Cloud9 is way better than Ghost, I don't see it. I do not see Ghost. They're gonna be 0-3 after week 2. That's sad. So I'm probably gonna pick an EG then, and I want Cloud9 and I want NRG. I think those 3 teams are gonna be winning. But I'm probably gonna pick EG over. Probably I could drop Rizzo for an EG player. Corrupted G, actually. He's the same price as Rizzo. He's a billion times better. He almost got double Rizzo's points. So that's an easy swap out. Also, because I don't know if I should drop Metzenars. He sucked week 1. But looking at this, Dignitas, TSM, they're playing Triple Trouble, okay? Triple Trouble lost to Mouse. I don't know how to feel about TSM winning this game. Triple Trouble beat the Bricks, but Mouse beat Triple Trouble. And I wouldn't think Mouse is better than the Bricks either. I would think the Bricks are with, I would think the Bricks, FCB. Wait, who is on FCB? Oh, Devo, Bluey, and Alpha 54. That's right. I wouldn't think FCB is that good. If I had to pick like a top 3 for EU, I would think it's definitely the Bricks, TSM, and Dignitas. Vitality probably could be definitely top 3. I don't see FCB being a top 3 team, but I am a huge fan of Devo, and I like Bluey a lot. And I think it's interesting to have Alpha 54. I think they'll, especially after beating Dignitas 3-1, I think they'll be pretty solid in the future. So I do want to keep an eye on FCB. If they beat Vitality, I'm picking somebody from their team, okay? There's nothing else that can convince me. If they lose to Vitality, I mean, it's still up for debate. Triple Trouble, they did beat the Bricks. The Bricks, I definitely think, is pretty good. But again, they lost to Triple Trouble. And Triple Trouble is not a good team if they lose to Mouse. Not that Mouse is bad, but they're... it's weird. So TSM is going to be playing Triple Trouble. So, on the one hand, they have the capability to beat the Bricks. That's insane. But they also lost to Mouse. And Mouse, I don't see as a powerhouse team. So, I don't know how to feel. Obviously, I am going to be replacing KDOP. Vitality. I don't see them winning either of these games, especially if FCB beats Dignitas. I don't think they're going to beat... I think they're going to get beat by FCB. I don't see them beating Dignitas either. So... I am going to drop KDOP. And let's look at South America really quick. Erodium's only played 1 game. Actually, let's take a look a little farther back. So this is the Grand Series. Let's look at their play-ins. Okay. Actually, let's start back here. I'm actually pretty curious to see how Euro did. Oh, Euro wasn't in qualifier 1. Okay. They did 2. They did. They were in this one. Yeah, they swept every team. Let's look at... I doubt they would have played in this. No, they did not. And they probably didn't play in this either. No, they did not. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah, they swept every team to get into play-ins. And then we have first to fourth. Iro got first place. They again swept every team. They didn't lose a single match. So Erodium's looking strong, right? They didn't lose a single match. Neither did Low Key Esports during this. But actually, now that I'm looking at this, I want to see if Low Key. Oh no, they wouldn't have played Erodium because one of them would have had to lose. Yeah. So, but let's take a look at Low Key. Oh yeah, they swept everyone as well. They didn't lose a single match. So, Low Key Esports and Erodium, definitely super solid teams. Math by far in first place. I'm gonna have to take Math. Looking at Math as well for this week 2, his team Iro versus Orc. Orc did lose 3-1 to Low Key, and I don't know. I feel like Iro might be a little better than Low Key because Low Key didn't get any players top 10, and Iro got 2 players top 10, 2 players top 5. To be specific, first and fourth. So I'm definitely going to take Math. It's risky to go with a brand new South American team, but this team hasn't lost a single match of any series. I'm taking Math, especially when he's by far the first, and he got the most points for whoever put him in attack. So he's going to probably be my attacker for this week as well as a lot. Because a lot got a ton of goals. And then, so we're dropping, so that's Math for K-Dop. And I got to decide between Squishy, Rizzo, and Metza who I need to drop. Because I'm not keeping all 3 of these. I'm not going to win that way. G2, I don't think they're winning any games. Okay, TSM, they could win. In fact, they probably will win. But they're only playing 1 match. Squishy Muffins on Cloud9. They're playing Ghost. That's an easy sweep. But again, they're only playing 1 match. And I do kind of want to put in somebody from EG. Because I think EG is going to be pretty good this season. In fact... No, I'm not going to say that. Yeah. Forget about that. But I think EG is definitely top 3 team for NA. For the longest time, the top 3 have always been NRG, Cloud9, and G2. But right now, and EG's like always been 4th. But right now, I think EG is better than G2. I would say they're top 3, yeah. Well, it makes sense. I wouldn't quite say they're on par with NRG or Cloud9. Probably not Cloud9 or NRG. I don't know if they've ever... I'm trying to think back to any games they've played against either of those teams. I know they've taken games off both of them, but I don't think they've ever taken a series off of either of them. So, yeah, I wouldn't say they're top 2. Definitely not, but I think they are better than G2 now, so. And I feel bad for EG, though. So, if I do pick an EG player this week, they're going to beat Space Station, probably, and they can most likely beat G2. I mean, that's definitely a risky decision. When I could easily just pick another Cloud9 member because I know they're going to sweep Ghost. I know that is going to happen. Watch though, Ghost pulls an upset against Cloud9. Imagine. But as funny as that is to think and imagine, that's not going to happen. So I want to pick an EG player. All right. Because I think they can win both of these games. But then the problem is, do I want to keep the EG player coming into week 3? They're playing Cloud9 and NRG. I think EG is going to lose both of those. I mean, obviously, I got to have faith for my team, right? I can't not believe in my team. I can't doubt them. But I think it'll both. I think they'll take it to game 5, both of these, and it could go either way because I think Cloud9 could win, but EG has potential to win. I'll say that. Yeah. Energy's probably going to beat EG, as sad as it is to say, but EG definitely has potential to beat Energy. I think they definitely can. They just have to be on top of their game. But as far as deciding if I'm going to keep the EG player for week 3, we'll see. So, yeah, I think that's gonna conclude my picks. So, I'm going to drop Rizzo. Worthless. And I know Corrupted Jeeves, currently number 2. He is the same price as Rizzo. That's convenient. I do want to pick up Drippe as well, but he's 1,700. And I would have to drop one of these two boys to get that. And I know Cloud9's getting a sweep, so I'm keeping Squishy. Even though I'm not happy with him. Mets and Norris, again, TSM's going to probably win their match. I guess I could leave that. G2, I don't have faith in. So, goodbye. Goodbye, Rizzo. I could pick Chicago as my other G2 player instead of Rizzo, but again, I don't think G2 is going to do well this week. So, I didn't realize Classic is $14.75. I could afford Classics as well. I just think Corrupted G's doing better this season. So, because Classics is kind of all over the place. I'm trying to think now. Have I met Corrupted G? I went to LAN Vegas. I met Classics. I didn't meet Chicago. That's right. I saw him walking away, but I couldn't get to him. I think I did meet. I don't know. I don't think so. I met Classics, I guess. I met Chrome. I wish Chrome was still on EG, dude. That was such a fun team to watch. And then, oh wait, that's not gonna work. That is not gonna work. I just realized. I have to refresh and undo my roster change. Rizzo for Corrupted G, that's not gonna work. Because trading in KDOP, that doesn't give me enough points for, it doesn't give me enough money for math. I need $25. Oh no. No, because I can't. I need Corrupted G. He's number 2. And if I can get math, he's number 1. If I can get a team with number 1 and number 2, that's insane. Obviously, I can't actually do that. If I have to get rid of Justin or Squishy, though. Justin or Squishy. I think, let's look back at NA. Energy's getting a sweep. Cloud9's getting a sweep. That's a fat rip. And I think EG's playing 2 games, so that's more points for them. So unfortunately, I guess I will drop Squishy. That hurts. That really hurts to not have a Cloud9 member. Because again, if I replace Rizzo with Corrupted, switch KDOP for math, I'd have to get rid of Metza for some other guy. That's the ideal team, but that's 3 moves. Wait, if I replace KDOP with math, get another guy for Squishy, and get Corrupted for Rizzo, that's 3 moves, and I only get 2. And I need math. I need math. So, what do I do? I'm not going to get rid of Justin. I guess I am getting rid of Squishy, even though it's a sweep. Because I think G2 is going to lose twice, and I don't want Rizzo. This is the tough decision I have to make. Do I get rid of a Cloud9 for an EG? That sounds bad. And it sounds bad that I'm saying that sounds bad because I'm an EG fan. But that's impossible. I guess I am dropping Squishy for Corrupted, maybe. Unless No, can I get Drippe? I don't know. I kind of want to get Drippe because I can get Math. I can get any EG player if I drop Squishy. But I'd still have Rizzo on my team. That's the problem here. And I'd still have K-Dop with... I wouldn't have enough money to get Math without selling K-Dop. That's impossible. I need 3 moves for this week, and I only get 2. I'm going to go for, I guess, Math and... Who's better? Drippe or Corrupted? They're both top 10 week 1. Corrupted's actually a lot up by about 70. Wait. That's about 50. So 50, 80. That's about 80 points difference, I guess. Almost 90 points. Corrupted's higher by. So Corrupted is either a striker or a savior, okay? And a lot is savior, okay? Because that's where he gets the most points. I do kind of want another savior, but I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. Okay, I'm gonna go. Do I go risky? Because I didn't watch EG versus Rogue. I saw, like, I tried to see all the games that I could. I couldn't watch this one, so I don't know who did better. Corrupted got more points, so I guess obviously he was better, but it just seems weird that he's ahead of Drippe. That shouldn't be a thing. I mean, I guess it is a thing. And but the thing is, if I do pick out Corrupted, I do have extra money. I could afford Drippe if I want, and Drippe is worth more, salary-wise. But I don't know what to do. So, just because Corrupted seems like he had a better week, I'll go Corrupted, I guess, instead of Squishy Muffins. And I'll have this week with no Cloud9. But the problem is then, because I'm basing this on the fact that EG is going to get 2 wins. But if G2 pulls something and they beat EG, I don't know. That's kind of the whole reason I'm picking EG player in the first place. So I don't know. I guess goodbye Squishy, and hello Corrupted. You better do something. I'm actually pretty worried about this because I have 3 1450 players when that's actually really cheap. The bottom is 1250. They're barely above the bottom. Okay, but Corrupted's actually God. And Rizzo and Metznor suck, but I don't know. And then goodbye K-Dop, of course, because K-Dop, you know, you're K-Dop. I'm just kidding. I actually want to keep K-Dop, but unfortunately, I need Math. So I'm going to go with Math instead of K-Dop. And, okay, it worked out. I have an extra I have $450. Corrupted is second. Could I get Chicago? I can. Oh, I have 450. I could get a 1900 player. Let's look at the 1900 players and see if I want to pick somebody besides Corrupted. JNaps. I don't have faith in G2. I'm sorry. I don't know who PJ is. He's on Ints? How good is Ints? Oh, they lost. Okay, that's not happening. Delusion. I'd really rather prefer somebody that I know. Vault. Same thing. Do I pick another Euro team? Do I pick a low-key esports player? I don't know. None of them are top 10. I want top 10 players, but at the same time, it's like, Kami, shady, flashy, gimmick. Oh. I can pick gimmick. Wait, no, I don't. Right, I need a EG player instead of Cloud9, but I need Cloud9 instead of G2. I guess this is my team. All right, this is my new team. I'll refresh the page just so I can change their positions now. K-Dot for math, Squishy for corrupted G. Dude, this looks so awkward. Why would you give up a world champion, 2-time world championship winner for this random who's never played RLCS before? And Squishy, a world championship winner for corrupted G. He's never even been a grand finalist. That's a yikes. That's a big yikes, actually. But unfortunately, because when this is just the 5 weeks of league play, right? Once league play's over, yeah, that's all the season is anyway. And then it goes to the LAN bracket. But that's all the fantasy season is. So none of these players are gonna play NA or EU. So I guess it's safe to pick math, because they're never playing an NA or EU team during league play. So I guess that's fine. Corrupted G did have a better week than Squishy, so I guess that's okay. So looking at a lot, we're gonna put a lot as either an attacker. Okay, I'm gonna set everybody as a lot here just because he's cheap and I love him. And then I'll just switch everybody else out. So Corrupted G, what did he get the most points doing? He was actually even between goals and saves. Okay, so I'll keep that in mind. I'm gonna try to pick my attackers first. Rizzo. What did Rizzo do? What did Rizzo do? What did Rizzo do? That's how the tone I should say it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 saves and 2 goals, 4 assists. I'll probably put Rizzo. He would have got the most points defending. I'll probably put Rizzo. I need to do attackers first. What did Metza do? Okay, wait, so who got the most goals? A lot? And was it Justin? A lot and K-Dop, but I don't have K-Dop anymore. What it? Oh yeah, and Math got the most on offense as well. Let me look at a lot again. He got the most defending. I'll probably put a lot as a defending. So it looks like I'll be going. That's tough. That's tough. I'll just look at this. Corrupted G probably is an attacker. So Corrupted G. And we're going Math because Math actually got 1,000 points. That's like 300 higher than second place. That's absolutely insane. Almost 400 more. Okay, so Corrupted and Math. Okay, now who's gonna get assists? Okay, we'll take a look at a lot. A lot got 4 assists total in 2 games. Rizzo got 4 in 1 game. Okay. Metza got 4 in 1 game. Justin doesn't pass apparently. Squishy doesn't pass. Ball hogs, of course. All right, I'll do Metza and Rizzo as my midfielders, and defenders a lot. And who did I not put in yet? Justin? Am I putting Justin as a savior? I guess he did technically get the most points as a savior, so I guess that's the way they're gonna be set up for my week 2 team. Alright, well, that was absolutely long. I'm going to try and edit a lot of that out because you probably don't want to see it. And, yeah. Here's my final team. I did have to make a huge risk by putting in Corrupted G instead of any Cloud9 player. I dropped Squishy for Corrupted. We'll just have to see how this plays out. I do have $450. So I gained 400 for my budget, which is good and scary at the same time. I could have spent 400 trying to make my roster better, but at the same time, I feel like this roster probably has the most potential for me this week. Even though I did want Cloud9, I didn't have enough weak moves remaining. So the finality of this is I have $450 to spend next week, and I can get rid of one of these idiots, right? I may want to get rid of Corrupted, actually, because I don't think AG is going to have a good week 3. I'm definitely getting rid of Corrupted, but I don't know. Okay, so next week I'll make another video talking about the results of week 2. I'll pick my week 3 team on video, and yeah, thanks everybody for watching.